Tekken last long because it actually had an okay story. The Tekken World Tour, the competitive scene is strong, but to be honest, the story is shit. It's okay, but it's shit. Pretty much the only reason why to play Tekken 7 is if you want to play it competitive. But what if somebody actually want to play the game just to play the game? They can't do that. They can do that by going online, but they're not gonna have fun with it. That's the problem. A lot of people do not have fun with fighting games anymore because it's so competitive. Who's next? Thank you, Ngajin. You pretty much just said what I just said. He said, no, I mean complaining as in they want all characters intro story, but FG of today mainly focus on competitive side, which sucks. Exactly. You just pointed out the shit that I said before I even said it. But it's good. It is good. Like, don't get it wrong. It is good because that makes kind of the fighting games last. The problem is it will not expand the community. It will make the game last, but only to the people that actually are, like, they would only last to the people that are already involved in the games. The people that are not involved in the games and look at the FGC from an out perspective, they're not gonna join that shit because it's just like, okay, these people play like they played this game for the past 20 years. I'm not gonna cut up with this shit. Is there any tutorial? No, there's no, like, you see what I mean? Like, it's not inviting. It's just not inviting. It's inviting for competitive players like us, and I really think like that's what Harada he really changed in Tekken 7, which is why Tekken 7 is doing so good. It's doing best actually. The Tekken franchise have never done this good because Harada he decided to throw in like Rage Art, the Power Crush, the Rage Art, all that shit because it would look appealing to us OG Tekken players like me that have been playing Tekken ever since Tekken 1. But more importantly, it's also gonna look appealing to new blood, to new people that have never played Tekken before. Or maybe they played Tekken 3, because everybody played Tekken 3 on PS1 days, and then they're gonna look at the game and be like, oh shit, that's Eddie Gordo. I remember this character. Fuck it, man, I'll buy this game. I'm gonna have some fun with this. And then, you know, when they play the game, they suddenly start to realize that there's not really much to do when it comes to story-wise. I mean, yeah, you have Treasure Hunt, but eventually, you know, you only need to play like 2,000 matches or like 200 matches, some shit like that. Bam, you already got everything in the game. The only thing you can focus on now is like the online world and competitive world, which most casual players do not give a shit about, unless they've been in the game and in the community for a long time. So that's the problem. That's the problem that some fighting games has these days, and it sucks. That's why, guys, I play different games, and not only fighting games. And I know there's a lot of my friends, like Tekken fans, or like DOA fans, or like Street Fighter fans, are like, oh, like, stop playing all these random-ass games, man. Like, stick to fighting games and all that shit. Yeah, I mean, true, you grow a channel by keep playing the same game. But the problem is, you gotta realize that there's only a handful of people that give a shit about Tekken. There's only a handful of people that give a shit about DOA, Street Fighter, Killer Instinct, Guilty Gear, Blaze Blue, whatever fighting game it is, right? There's only a handful of people, and in order to grow a YouTube channel or a Twitch channel or fighting game community, you have to be diverse. You gotta have like big people like Justin Wong playing random ass games and being able to pull in like people that don't know about fighting games. The problem is, Justin Wong, he's come to the point where he's just known for fighting games, and that's it. That's the reason why he can have like almost 2,000 views when he's streaming like Mario vs. Capcom or some shit like that. But as soon as he changed game over to like, I don't fucking know, like Kingdom Hearts, nobody gives a shit, right? Because he's only known in the FGC. He's not known outside of the FGC. And that way you cannot grow. That's why Ares is so good at making people play Tekken 7. Because he has such a big audience, and you can play whatever the fuck you want, and he's still gonna have viewers. So new people is gonna tune in on his channel and be like, oh shit, I like this guy. And if they can tolerate Ares playing tons of fucking randomized games, they're also gonna tolerate Ares eventually playing Tekken 7 if it is on the screen. So that's the reason why Ares, he can guarantee that he have pulled a lot of people into the Soul Calibur community, just like me, that I pulled a lot of casual players into the Tekken games. where they've been like, oh, I didn't know about Tekken, or oh shit, this game still exists, and then pick up the game again. That only happened because I was diverse. I chose to be diverse. So, anyways, Chan Lee. You guys said Chan Lee. So, you know what? Which costume are we going with? You know, fuck it. I am going with this one. We're keeping it original. Get some of that Taekwondo in there. The way of the intercepting fist. Don't think, feel. It's like a finger pointing away to the moon. Don't concentrate on the finger or you will miss all that heavenly glory. Yeah, like the FGC is loyal as fuck, but it's not a big community. And the reason why it's not a, I mean, sure, it's growing. It's growing right now. It's because we have like games like Tekken 7 and Street Fighter 5 that's doing really good. But I mean, how long is this gonna last, bitch? Hold on. I gotta do the, my wah. I'm waiting for the right whip punish. Oh shit. Oh wait, good. Bitch, get your ass out there. How are you still alive? She really had no health on the bar. Main man plays nothing but Tekken and is a sizable channel. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying you can't grow. I can't say like. I think some of you guys misunderstand what I mean. I'm not saying you can't grow with a fighting game channel. The problem. Okay, here's another example. Back in the day, do you guys remember in 2008 and 2006 where everybody played Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 on their YouTube channel? And they said, if you want to grow a gaming channel, you have to play Call of Duty. You guys remember that? What happened to those Call of Duty players? Exactly. Are there actually some people that give a shit about Call of Duty now? I mean, besides the new Call of Duty game, right? People give a shit about that because they got the Battle Royale shit. But like all the other Call of Duty games, do people really give a shit about it? No. So that means the game is gonna die out. And if the game dies out, their channel is gonna die out as well. I guarantee you that 10 years from now, Tekken is gonna die out sooner or later if Harada doesn't do something like with the story-wise or something that can engage and pull in more people to play the game. Or maybe it's just gonna keep being loyal. Maybe people are still gonna keep being loyal to the game and just keep playing it. However, you gotta go back to what I said before. You can only grow a fighting game channel to an extent because you gotta realize that there's only a handful of people that give a shit about the Tekken games. Same thing when it comes to Street Fighter and any other fighting game. Yeah, you might take Maximilian Dude as an example, being like, oh, but Maximilian Dude's a fighting game channel. He almost got like 1 million subscribers on the channel. Yeah, but you also gotta realize how many other games did Maximilian Dude not play besides fighting games eventually. He played Resident Evil, he played fucking Silent Hill, he played Call of Duty, he played tons of different games besides fighting games. And all those people that he engaged, right? All these people that learned about Maximilian Dude. Not from fighting games, but tons of other video games that he played as well. Playthroughs, Final Fantasy, you fucking name it. You have done it, right? So all the new people that he found, well, all the new people that found his channel through those playthroughs and games, they're gonna be like, oh man, I like Maximilian Dude, he's a cool dude. Like, I'm gonna subscribe to this dude, right? And if they can tolerate him playing Final Fantasy, which is their favorite game, but they like Maximilian Dude as a person and his personality, they will tolerate him playing a fighting game as well, eventually. And that is how you grow a YouTube channel. That's also how you grow a fighting game community. That's the reason why there's so many people that said to Maximilian Dude, I am at Evo because of you. And Maximilian Dude have always asked him, oh, where did you came from? Dead or Alive? Tekken? Street Fighter? And he gets people being like, nah, I came from Final Fantasy. But I like the FGC now. Like, you gotta, like, that's how you grow the FGC, man. That's how you grow a YouTube channel. You can grow your channel to an extent, which Main Man has done. And Main Man is very known when it comes to the Tekken community. But you also gotta think about, that is the only game he is known for. So the moment that Main Man is gonna play something like Dark Souls, which he plays right now, nobody gives a shit. Yes, there are a handful of people that do give a little shit about it because it's Main Man and they like Main Man. But does Main Man get as many viewers in Soul Calibur or Dark Souls or any other games compared to Tekken? No, he don't. That's because most of the people, most of his audience is Tekken related, and they will only tune in on his videos or Twitch streams when Tekken is on the screen. That's the problem with the FGC. the FGC don't care, like, they don't care about any other games besides fighting games. So it's really, really hard to grow a YouTube channel or a Twitch channel through fighting games. That is one of the hardest things to fucking do, which is why you have to be more diverse. You guys remember when I played fucking Crash Bandicoot? Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy? Holy shit, like every video that I have with Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy, it got like 1,000+ viewers. And all those people that learned about me through Crash Bandicoot Reignited Trilogy. Wow. You got what was I trying to say? I lost my train of thoughts because I did that sickest counter hole ever. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, when I played when I did a lot of videos with Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy, reaction videos and all that shit, because that's a game I give a shit about, just like I give a shit about Spyro Reignited Trilogy. And now we got the new Crash Team Racing remake, which you guys know I'm gonna be playing the shit out of that too as well, right? So all the people that gave a shit about me through Crash Bandicoot and discovered my channel through Crash Bandicoot, most of those people, they know I play fighting games now. And they're like, yo, I don't care if you play fighting games, I like you. Because they learned about me through Crash Bandicoot, and that's how you grow a YouTube channel. That's how you grow a fighting game channel. It is so damn hard to grow a fighting game channel. Of course, you have like people that are like really competitive in the fighting game, like Sonic Fox, right? Like, okay, perfect example. Take Sonic Fox. Every time he streams Mortal Kombat, right? Every time he streams Mortal Kombat, he gets like almost 1,000+ viewers on Twitch. But the moment he changed the game and plays Dead by Daylight, he gets around 80 viewers, 100 viewers, sometimes 200 viewers on a good day, which is fine. I mean, 200 viewers, that's a lot, right? But compare that with the amount of viewers you get with Mortal Kombat, which is 1,000+ views. That gotta say something. That gotta, I think I rest my case on that. I'ma rest my case on that. Some people is gonna, there's still gonna be people in the FGC that's gonna say, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. And there's some people that's gonna support me and say, oh, you spitting real shit. I mean, take it with a grain of salt, but that is the harsh truth of growing a channel when it comes to fighting games. It is not easy. It is not easy. That's why, like, sometimes my dad is going like, why don't you have million subscribers yet? I'm like, bro, what do you think I am, PewDiePie? I don't play Fortnite. I mean, if you only care about views and all that shit, just play Fortnite. Straight up. Play Fortnite and suck the living shit out of Fortnite. Make as much Fortnite content and all that shit. Trust me, you're gonna have 1,000 upon 1,000 subscribers within a day or some shit like that. If you do your shit right. But you also gotta think about, eventually, Fortnite is gonna die out. There's gonna be a game that's gonna take over Fortnite. In a couple of years. I mean, in a couple of years. Eventually, there's gonna be a game that's better than Fortnite, right? And you can decide that you want to keep playing Fortnite until it dies out. But then you gotta think about, if you build up your channel only based on Fortnite, even as popular as Fortnite is, the game is gonna die out eventually. And when it dies out, your channel is gonna die out as well. And you're gonna try to like get new viewers and all that shit, but that is far too late. Because most of your millions of subscribers only give a shit about Fortnite. And the moment you start playing a game that is not Fortnite, all the subscribers, they're not even gonna click on the damn video. They're still gonna be subscribed to you, but they're not gonna click on the video. That is the difference. That is the difference, guys. So think about it like that. Like, take Call of Duty as an example. Take Fortnite. Take Hearthstone. Take World of Warcraft. Every game is gonna die out. And if you build your channel only based on one game, if that game dies out, your channel is gonna die out as well. Take any game, but compare that with fighting games and do that 10 times more, because that is how it is when it comes to fighting games. It's tough. It's tough. But hey, man, that's the reason why I keep telling people, if they want to grow a YouTube channel or a Twitch channel, and they only play fighting games, don't care about the results. Care about the process. Have fun. Enjoy it. Do your thing. And go wherever you gotta go with it, Don't care about the numbers. That's why I keep telling people. Like, that's why I can stream 8 hours a day or some shit like that. And if I only have like 2 people watching me that time, I don't give a shit about it. Because I care about the people who are watching consistently. I'm not caring about the numbers. A lot of people that get caught up in numbers most of the time. And that's where like most of the people that do make YouTube channels about fighting games or Twitch channels about fighting games, they lose. Because they lose to somebody that is like a competitive player. He's streaming right now and he's getting paychecks the moment he starts his stream. That's why I started for fun. You should too. I might play fighting games on a competitive level, but I still play them for fun at the end of the day. So, yeah. MK11 is working wonder for Dynasty channels already. Dude gets almost 1 million. Yeah, like Mortal Kombat is blowing up. Mortal Kombat, but that you gotta think about it like this. NetherRealm games, every time there's a new NetherRealm game when it comes to Injustice or Mortal Kombat, it always blows up like tremendously. Like, but only in a couple of months, and then it just dies out. NetherRealm games get overhyped a lot. And they die out very, 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 very quick. Extremely fucking quick. Like, when did Injustice 2 drop? That's like, Injustice 2 dropped like 2 years ago or some shit like that. It's been 2 years and nobody is talking about that shit. Like, what was it? Like, Injustice 2 dropped and like 6 months after, people were already requesting Mortal Kombat 11. Like, the attention span for like NetherRealm fighting games, it is so small, man. It's like the whole community is just a bunch of babies, like straight up. But that includes me as well, because I love NetherRealm games, so that means I'm a baby as well. But you don't see me going around and being like, yo, when's MK11 and all that shit. That's most likely competitive players that do that shit, because either they don't like something that isn't the game and they don't want to learn how to fucking deal with it and all that shit. And they're just gonna point their fingers on Ed Boon. Ed Boon, he's getting a lot of shit, like, through the whole year. 365 days. Ed Boon gets a lot of shit in 365 days. Every year. So, yeah. Man, crazy. Can I make a channel reviving Chris's reactions to stuff? Yeah, I don't know. Can you? I really don't like... I don't care if people like, I guess I'm like Asmongold. If you guys know Asmongold. I'm like Asmongold when it comes to shit like that. If people found something epic with me, I would be like, yo, I gotta upload that shit. And they uploaded the share and all that shit. I mean, it is stealing. It is stealing my content. But also at the same time, it's free promotion. So, I don't know. Like, I'm like 50-50 on that. Like, it's like, I don't mind if people want to promote my shit. But also at the same time, I know at the end of the day, people are just trying to ride my wave. And you gotta think about it like this. If you make a YouTube channel based on somebody else, somebody else's YouTube channel, like a highlight video or this and the other, you might get a lot of views, depends on who you're making videos about. But at the end of the day, people are only gonna like click in on your videos based on they giving a shit about the one you are uploading videos about. They're not gonna give a shit about you. So you're basically just you'll be seen as a apprentice. That's basically it. You'll be seen as an apprentice. And also, one other thing you gotta think about. There is 1,000 upon 1,000 channels on YouTube that uploads professional players matches, this and the other. They don't even upload their own matches. Yes, they get a lot of views and all that shit, but they'll be known as the one who just upload other people's matches. That's pretty much it. So, I'm all for it, but I'm also against it. If I see somebody upload videos about me, I'll just jump in and be like, hey man, thanks for uploading this moment about me. Or some shit like that. Then people are gonna see that comment in YouTube and be like, oh, this is the guy's real channel? I'll tune in there. And the moment they find my channel through your videos, they're not gonna give a shit about your channel anymore, because why go to somebody else when you can get the original source? You see, like that? You know, there's a lot of people that are making a living of just uploading videos about low tier god and DSP, and basically at the end of the day, I mean, as much as I don't like low tier god's personality, I have nothing against the dude because I don't know him in real life, but the way he approached fighting games, I don't like that approach. But I mean, that's it. I mean, if I ever met low tier god, I would still give him a handshake and be like, how you doing, right? But you know, if I sat down and played offline session with him, I wouldn't accept that. I wouldn't accept that offer because just of his personality. It's not a nice person. It's not a healthy. It's not a positive personality he has. I mean, you can still hang around with people that has a negative personality, but as long as you don't get too much involved with their shit, right? But you have people like that uploads like DSP videos and low tier god videos, and they're making a living on that based on somebody's popularity. And as much as DSP and low tier god complains about it, you gotta think about it. At the end of the day, they're still rolling with the punches because you are pretty much giving them free promotion, because you found like a salty moment with low tier god and like, yo, I gotta throw this shit up at the internet, and that is just gonna go like it's gonna go viral very fucking quick, right? Which is the reason why you see somebody like DSP always complain and low tier god always complain, because they know they're getting views when they do that shit. So therefore they are rolling with the punches, right? You gotta see it like that. You're giving it free promotion. Sure, you might make a living of it, but you can't eventually be like, hey guys, thanks for supporting my low tier god videos, rage compilation throughout the years. I appreciate it so much, guys. Make sure you tune in on my Twitch channel to see some Street Fighter gameplay. I guarantee you, if you make a video about that, after riding a lot of people's wave, nobody's gonna tune in on your Twitch stream. Trust me. There might be a very, very small handful. Very small handful that will tune in. And maybe say, hey, I love your low tier god rage videos. But they're only tuning in to ask you when is the next low tier god rage video. You basically, you become a slave. You pretty much become a slave that gets money by other people's publicity. So, as much as I said I'm all for it, I'm also against it. I'm all for it because, hey, it's free promotion, but I'm also against it because not to be a douchebag or be like, hey, fuck you, you can't upload videos about my shit, I will copyright strike you or some shit like that. No, that's not the case. But I'm against it in terms of, if you really want to grow a YouTube channel and you want to, like, you know, build an audience or some shit like that, trust me, doing it like that is not gonna help you at all. Especially if you're really looking to get views. You might get views, but they're not directed to you at the end of the day. They're directed to low tier god, because they would just find low tier god's original YouTube channel, which will be in the recommendations on the YouTube. If you keep uploading videos about him and shit, then eventually they're gonna find the main channel and they'll leave. You'll never see them again. So you'll basically just box yourself in as the guy that upload compilation of random dudes. So, yeah. And I wouldn't be in that box. If I were you, I would not be in that box. I would rather be in a box where I can upload whatever the fuck I want and people are still gonna watch it regardless, just because it's me. That's how you grow a YouTube channel. You don't grow a YouTube channel based off somebody else's personality or taking their content and shit. Just putting it out there. Just putting it out there. But hey, man, at the end of the day, it's up to you. It is up to everybody, you know. I'm not trying to decide people's decision and shit. But, you know, just keeping it